Mexico City, a place full of rich and vibrant culture with a spirited love for baseball. For the first time ever, the San Francisco Giants and the San Diego Padres would play south of the border in Mexico's capital. While there were 2 games full of action, it was the moments off the field that would leave an everlasting impact.
Hey, are you busy right now? Do you have like 10 minutes? Yeah, we're just gonna go real quick through Mexico stuff. What do you got? One posted on the great notes. So we are the visiting team. Like, you guys are basically our visiting clubhouse staff. There's a way you gotta look at this for the next few days, right? Gum and seeds, baseball mud, pine tar, rosin, like just stuff that normally visiting clubhouses provide for us. We have to pretty much go into this expecting that we don't have anything. I'm putting the jerseys for Mexico City in the bundles. All the jerseys we don't need for Mexico City that we need for Houston, I'm gonna put in a hamper. Those are packed away. They'll get authenticated and pulled. As you guys know, anything can be thrown at us, and we have to be ready to help out. We have to be prepared for any scenario. The biggest challenge, to be honest with you, is the amount of people coming, because we're flying the same type of bird that we normally fly with 70 to 90 people. So you're talking about entire teams, 10,000 pounds worth of equipment, plus 150 pieces of luggage. I think it's overall gonna be pretty smooth for us. We're all going, so I've got the support. Well, look, have fun. This is gonna be once in a lifetime experience. I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it because it's my 25th year, I haven't done it. So like the fact that you guys are getting an opportunity, all of us as a crew, as a family, to be able to go together is something very special and not to be taken for granted, right? And so you guys know how I am, so I'm gonna expect full hustle all the way around.
It's an historic weekend for the Giants in Mexico City.
First time that we've had regular season games in Mexico City.
We were all very excited once we found out that we were the teams that got to go.
Anytime that you're able to play the sport you love in a different country, I mean, you don't really get that opportunity.
For the first time, Major League Baseball comes to Mexico City, the Giants and the Padres.
This is one of the biggest markets in the world. There are 25 million people here.
7,200 feet above sea level. Who knows what's going to happen here?
We got over to the clubhouse around like 3:30 in the morning that night, kept working until 6 a.m. Because in Mexico City, there's no visiting clubhouse attendance. It was just the Giants and all hands on deck.
It's a big undertaking. I think as an organization, we recognize that this was a really great opportunity for us. The game needs to grow. So to be able to expand our brand down there is just an incredible opportunity.
How are you, dear Sergio? Welcome to Paramount. I'm one of the partners here, and I want to introduce you to Julia. Julia is our chef.
Hi, Miss Julia.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Sergio, nice to meet you.
What we sell is Mexican food, tacos with a spin. A lot of the recipes come from our mothers. I always say that the secret ingredient in every food is amor.
Yes.
You put amor to food and it's amazing.
Hey, mama made. I love mama made food.
Yes.
Hey, la comida de mi mamá también. I got you. Hey.
The name of this is Costa Azul. Chipotle mayonnaise, then comes the tuna with hoisin sauce.
All right, here we go. Wow. You can taste the chipotle on the bottom, the crisp on the potato, and then I will say, that tuna.
It's really good, no?
Ooh, very soft, no?
And the crunchiness of the papa.
So I'm looking at my wife and she's sitting outside. I'm like, you need to try this one.
This is a great way to start this. It's fantastic.
This is our cazuela muñeca.
What do we got here?
Chamorro confitado, confit. It cooked for 8 hours.
We got cilantro, avocado, we got some white onions. Bottoms up.
Welcome to Mexico. You like it?
There's like a something sweet in this in the meat. That sweet with the salsa, a little bit of kick, the greediness of the onion in a sense, the avocado. Dude, this is fantastic. The tortilla too, man. Like it's not gonna break. Like no se va a quebrar. Like se queda intacto y suene. Wow.
Everything was made on the spot, fresh. If the tortillas were fresh, the carnes, the vegetables, the salsas.
Papalonga is the name of this taco.
Papalonga.
Papa longaniza.
It's a chile morita and tomato, garlic. We fried apart the longaniza and we use that grease to fry the sauce.
I got you. So esto me recuerda un plato que cocina mi mamá y mi esposa. That's phenomenal.
Yes, it's phenomenal when you remember something from your family.
This one might be my favorite one.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
This one. And it's the salsa. The meat has its own little kick to it, but the salsa is what I feel that brings it all together. The texture and all of it, like this one. O sea, es como el estilo de casa, like it's hecho con amor, hecho con cariño.
I tell you, that was quite the experience.
Thanks a lot for coming here to Páramo.
Yes, sir.
Es tu casa, eh?
Thank you and welcome again.
No, I'll tell you what, it was delicious.
You're a foodie.
Yes, especially when it's Mama's recipe. Hey, I'll try Mama's recipe all the time.
Pues salud, carnal.
Thank you. Have
Tu
a good
casa,
one.
eh?
Otra vez
Salud.
más.
Bienvenido.
Being able to have an off day in Mexico City was incredible. We wanted to experience this new place that I don't think any of us had ever really been before.
Lucha is just such an iconic part of the city and a part of Mexican culture in general.
We were walking in, you could already feel the energy of the crowd, of the wrestlers.
Diving here, jumping over there, spinning, kicking.
Seeing them in their masks, throwing themselves around the ring, it felt like a Cirque du Soleil show.
The physicality of what you're watching is like very intense.
It was 5 things that I had never seen before, all kind of crammed together at one time, and it was obviously a blast.
Just to see how like focused and into it and like excited and like how they got this new experience for them too, like that was dope.
You developed like an understanding of who the good guys were and who the bad guys were.
My homie, please never washing my hand again.
I think anybody that has a competitive spirit would love to go watch that sport. After the event ended, we got to get into the ring and meet some of the top wrestlers, which was really cool.
One of my favorite parts was being able to run down the ramp and kind of slide through the ropes and into the ring to try and put myself in their shoes or in their mask, maybe.
Hola, mucho gusto.
I love that they never take the masks off. That was awesome. I was really hoping they wouldn't break character, and they did not. It did not let me down. And yeah, we had our picture. I was a hint scared there for a second. I thought, they can't tell me what they're about to do. But they can, but I won't know what they're gonna say. And so when we started getting into our pose position, I was like, man, arms are out to the side, I'm bending over, and I feel a human being land on my back. Someone was bearing the brunt of his weight, and it was not me, so that was good.
We're on the ring, so you can't help but not like go feel the ropes. So I just like climbed up them, and then there were a couple wrestlers there, and I just kind of asked, like, can I jump on you?
That was one of the highlights of the night for sure.
That was gnarly.
My favorite part was the look on her face the whole time, like...
I thought to myself, would I regret not doing this? And I totally would have regretted not doing it. Therefore, I got to the top of the ropes and then just jumped off onto a wrestler.
Takes off like she's done it a million times before.
I thought he was gonna catch me, but he actually did the full-on smackdown move.
Perfectly lands on him, just how it's supposed to go, I'm sure, and gets up, and like everyone's just beaming smiles because it was so fun to watch.
They received us really, really well. When you see guys in their atmosphere, in their world, they're the pros. There's a tremendous amount of respect there.
Not only was it really fun for, I think, the players to get to experience, but it really showed how open and willing we are to participate and to learn more. That's part of going somewhere, getting out there, participating in the culture.
Let's go, Giants! Viva México, bienvenidos!
That is the newest and best stadium in all of Latin America. The tickets sold out in less than 2 hours. Everybody who was there wanted to be there, wanted to enjoy it.
San Francisco Giants.
One of the best things about the ballpark were these rolled tacos.
Esos tacos de cochinita vienen desde el año de 1957, originarios del estado de Yucatán.
The tacos are so simple. It's this meat, it is the sauce, it's some onion, and it's just rolled up in a tortilla.
La carne es carne de puerco, se cocina por 4 horas, se le agrega un poco de aceite y algunos condimentos que son lo que lleva la carne y lo demás, la receta secreta.
I recognize now why there was like a 20-minute wait for these little rolled tacos, because they were just absolutely delicious. Once you take a bite, you're just blown away.
Really, really good.
Aquí te los presento, los tacos de cochinita. Es una tortilla frita en la misma grasa con carne de cochinita, cebolla condimentada. Después de ahí ya los pasamos a la plancha, los doramos un poquito, ahí ya están listos para que la persona la haga.
It's the best rolled taco I've ever had. Hey, we can't get these in San Francisco or what?
Bueno, los tacos de cochinita es la tradición del estadio. Es el amor que le pone todo el personal que trabajamos en ellos. Le ponemos mucho amor para que la gente se vaya contenta y siga disfrutando de los tradicionales tacos de cochinita.
We could use these. I'd be up in the concourse every half inning.
Fíjate que hay una frase en el estadio que dice que si vienes al estadio de béisbol y no pruebas los tacos de cochinita, es como si no hubieras venido al estadio.
The atmosphere was super electric. Everyone was loud, even before the game and running out there. I mean, it was hard to hear yourself even think.
It was neat to have the Mexican national anthem sung and our national anthem and just all of the little hits of Mexican culture.
They were like, hey, you're throwing out the first pitch. Hell yeah! They put me next to Trevor Hoffman. Come on, man. I couldn't tell you if I've ever even thrown a first pitch out. And then I got to throw it next, alongside a legend. And then I got to throw it to another guy who is up and coming. It's pretty cool.
Well, here we are in Mexico City. The excitement for this game is very high.
We were watching the game down in the clubhouse. Crawford hits his first home run.
Crawford drives one down the right field line toward the corner. It is a home run! Just over the wall and just inside the foul pole.
There's all this excitement. It's the very first time a home run's been hit outside of the US and Canada for the Giants.
Fernando Tatis is holding his hands up as if to say, wait a minute, that's not right.
We're elated, and then all of a sudden there's an instant replay, and it's no longer a home run, it's negated.
After review, the call will be overturned. The ball is foul. The count will be 1-2.
And then the next pitch.
So Crawford this time goes to left center field. No doubt about that one.
He crushes to left field.
Wow!
And the crowd went ballistic. It was rocking. The stadium was just vibrating and shaking.
Take that replay.
There it is. Put it down in the books. Get it back. First homer in Mexico City.
We celebrate that it's the first home run outside of the US and Canada, and I get a text from the Hall of Fame just asking like, hey, can we see if we can get Brandon Crawford's jersey from today? And we've been wearing the Gigantes jersey since 2005, so the fact that the Giants had Gigantes on our chest, that Brandon Crawford hit the first home run in Mexico City, and it'll be the first Hispanic language jersey that the Giants have ever been able to send to baseball's greatest hall.
That's going to be a moment that he never forgets. Fires that one to deep left field. Back on the ball is Soto. It is gone! Mitch Haniger, his first Giants home run.
Every single person, it felt like they were standing most of the game and just screaming and yelling. I mean, even people at the last possible rows out in the crowd, you couldn't see a single seat that was open the whole game.
2-1 count to Sable.
I hit it up in the air. I was like, okay, there's probably a good chance considering, pretty much every ball in the air. That game was going over the fence.
La pelota se está elevando, la pelota. Se fue de cuadrangular.
Rounding the bases was really cool. Coming to the dugout, obviously, is my favorite part, just celebrating my teammates.
There's a lot of cheers for a lot of players on both sides. It wasn't like when you go to Dodger Stadium and you're just getting booed and yelled at.
Go Giants! Let's go! Let's go!
People are just like excited that baseball is being played there and at the major league level.
VR to deep left field. That's another Giants home run. It's 11-10.
That first game was exciting. We were back and forth. And then even the second game.
Come on, blast one down the right field line toward the corner, and it is gone! How about that start for the Giants? Tatis at the wall, he'll leap, and it's gone! J.D. Davis with another home run. Big bouncer, and it'll be Estrada who had to play back on it. Yes, one hop and two down. Here's the 1-2, and he struck him out. 3-2, struck him out swinging. 3-2. He threw one more good one. Haniger skies one to left, way back there. It is gone. A booming home run from Haniger.
The game was really compelling. The people were into it, and it was just an incredible atmosphere.
That was definitely a baseball game that's going to be remembered for sure.
Oh yeah, high fives. Vámonos, gigantes!
Kid right now literally just goes, we're gonna go on the campo, we're gonna be on the field, and we're gonna play. You need the gloves so you can go like this and catch it. I was like, hell yeah, bro, let's go.
That event was put on by MLB as their play ball event, and it was with the Down Syndrome Foundation in Mexico. It was a really amazing event, an opportunity to get our guys out and to have an impact on those kids.
Muy fuerte, hey!
Yeah, así mero, mío, así mero. Yeah, boy!
Being able to be out with those kids, their energy, their positivity, they were just so happy to be out on the field.
Yeah, that girl, mija! Hey, that girl!
It was really cool just seeing the smiles on their faces, and it kind of really levels and brings you back down to earth. Shows you how cool this job that you have is. Just how happy it made them. I was like, wow, you know, that reminds me of when I first started playing and stuff, and like how happy it made me.
Love seeing all the smiles on their faces, you know? Baseball's meant to be fun.
We were only out there for maybe, an hour and a half. That might have, made someone's, week or month or, year just doing something like that.
It's very humbling because you really don't know or understand how far your reach goes.
Sandria, Sandria!
Hopefully, one of those kids, grows up and they get a platform of their own and they're able to pass it forward.
I think it was great that MLB did that. You create a happy place and a getaway, a sanctuary.
Hi guys. Hey, ¿qué onda, pa? ¿Cómo estamos, mijos? ¿Cómo estamos, mijos? ¿Todo bien?
We sponsored 2 Little League teams in Mexico City, in the areas with most need. And I'm sure if you ask those kids, like, would they ever think they'd meet a professional baseball player or have the opportunity to talk to them and just kind of get encouragement and feedback? Like, never. But Sergio Romo was magic.
Yo empecé en el mismo nivel que ustedes. No hay nada en el mundo que es fácil, pero con un poquito fe, la gana de trabajar y muchísima confianza, se puede lograr lo que sea. Te digo, todo es muy posible.
They reminded me of my boys. They reminded me of the younger me because I was that kid too, asking questions. Did you really play when you were a kid? What position did you play when you were a kid? How did you know you wanted this?
mundial? ¿Ya?
Sí,
¿Con México?
a 2, en 2013 y 2017.
Tengo una pregunta, ¿cuántos outs hizo en su carrera?
Ponches, yo te puedo decir mis ponches. Me ponché a 789 bateadores en 15 temporadas.
One of the kids is standing there and he's just like looking at him with just awe. It's just that light in the kid's eye about how special it was when you really show up and show people you're interested in them and that you are excited to be there and that you're open. It really goes so far.
Iztapalapa, espero que todo está bien con ustedes, espero que se diviertan dentro del juego como yo, espero que sigan con el pasión del deporte de béisbol, un cariño que siempre yo he tenido por el juego, espero que todo está bien con ustedes, que Dios los bendiga.
Worldwide, I think baseball is just a very positive sport. It's very pure. Anything is possible in baseball. I think it's just cool that baseball is starting to reach out.
Baseball!
It was an amazing experience. It's so great for the community down there, so great for baseball fans from everywhere to be able to see this happen.
I'm very grateful for that opportunity. It's kind of like a once in a lifetime thing. We'll all have memories to look back on from that trip.
Very proud to be Mexicanos. I feel that I was going home in a sense. I felt like I was going to show my friends how I fell in love with baseball.
Everything's kind of going fast for me right now, being in the big leagues for the first time, and now I already got a couple international games under my belt. I think you can see the popularity of the sport is global.
So let's go and play in as many places as we can.
Sport is an awesome way to connect people. Everybody on that field is from a different place. They grew up a different way, yet we're coming together for one goal.
If we thought we were just going to go into a city and play a couple Major League Baseball games, that was not what happened in Mexico City. And in many ways, it made the experience that much more memorable, that much more of a unique experience that I think is going to last.
Gigantes! Gigantes!